There. Alright. Look at all the options that I can't do much with. That's not something I want. Okay, I think it's good. Okay, I think it's all recording. Finally. I am finally alive. Gotta tell everybody. This is gonna be very exciting. Well, too late now. Just realized I might have just given away my phone. No one wants to watch this anyway. Can I watch me? Can I watch myself?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Mom. I love you, and so does the rest of the internet. Oh yeah, I definitely doxed myself. I can see, yeah. Oh well. Have a drink. Hey, person already. So, yeah, everything's kind of messy here. I'm trying to watch myself too, which makes everything super laggy. But yeah, so I'm gonna carve this pumpkin. I got a really good one this year. My mom just went to bed. If you were early enough in the stream, you get to hear me say goodnight to her. It's great. Had a little bit of trouble getting this all started. I'm gonna be doing this side because it is, well, it looks better. The one thing I don't have on me that I just realized, and I don't even know where I put it, is the marker to mark on here. Let's see. No. Cool. Huh. Well. Huh. Oh well. Who needs markers?
They're in the drawer in there.
They're in a drawer in here. It's probably not the marker that I need. I need the one that came with the pumpkin carving kit I used to have. It's fine. They never come out like I want them to anyway. But yeah. Hey, what's up? Hello, Mr. Fish and Jennifer Emerson. So I'm just getting started. Yeah, these are the, this is it. I'm just going to kind of wing it because I don't know what happened to the thing. I really would like to find, let me see if I can find one I can, let me see if the other one's over there. Don't look at me. Huh. 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 Well, I don't know what happened to them. That's cool. I'll just wing it. It's fine. Okay, anyway, gotta just make sure I can see myself. Okay, good. There I am. Yeah. It's really hard to do this on there because it's so small. But anyway, alright, we're gonna do this pumpkin here. I think I'm gonna make this right here the face, so that's going back. Very artistic of me. But yeah, so gotta get started here. Got a bunch of goop. I have to put it in this bag that I have. I've had a little bit of trouble getting started. It's fine. I was going to start streaming earlier. I don't normally do live streams. Only really on Halloween. I don't have a way to weight this down so I can put gunk in it. It's fine. So anyway, I'm going to try not to mess my pumpkin up too much this year. Last year I had trouble with it, I remember that. In fact, I think last year I said that I was gonna not do as big of a pumpkin as this. That's too late. That ship has sailed. Yeah, it's perfect. Oh, that goes real good. It's not moving at all. That's great. That's good. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want to not be able to move the nothing. That's not dangerous, and my limbs and arms are going to be totally fine. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe for the safety of myself, let's try the small knife that I got. I got this knife to do the carve, but maybe it'll work for this. There we go. That's gonna be slow and tedious, but hey, it'll work. Ooh, that's gonna be slow. It's gonna be scintillating to watch me in here just start sawing into this pumpkin. But anyway, yeah. Happy Halloween, everyone. It's really hard to have a conversation while you're doing this. Let me go back that way. Uh-oh. I'm gonna make it go back that way. Yeah, that's good. No problems there. But yeah, I didn't get to do anything for Halloween. Maybe if you're here, you didn't either. And we're both sad, Halloweenless. Whew. Yeah, I definitely should have gone and got one of the smaller ones. That's what I meant to do. One of the, I think they're called pie pumpkins when you bring them up at Walmart. I was gonna get that and do that, and I didn't. Boy, I'm wishing I had now. Whew. Sure, this looks wonderful and great. Very high quality. I also know that Markiplier is streaming, and it's not like I'm going to be recommended for streaming or anything, but it's like my few friends that might be watching me, probably watching Markiplier instead. But it's fine. Okay. Oh, that's my workout for today. So, the reason that you cut inward, I think I mentioned this before, is so that it will stay just fine like that once you get all the goop scooped out. Ooh, my hand's tired. I forgot I used. So the reason I don't have a napkin, and I have some of this stuff disheveled. Oh, I do have a napkin. Good. The reason I have a whole bunch of stuff and everything, some things are disheveled, is because my mom's dog came and pooped all over my bag that I had sitting out here. I had to get a new one. So that was fun. That provided a wonderful entertainment opportunity. Actually, I guess I can just use the pumpkin to hold this down for this part. So, every year I make the same pumpkin, and that's because so far I haven't been able to make it the way I want to. It doesn't come out right, or I just don't like it. So I'm going to try again this year. Spoiler alert, anticlimactic pumpkin carving, I suppose. You want to get all the dangly bits off because those can catch fire if you're using real fire. I will be using real fire. So I got a candle, got a bunch of candles. Don't have those set out either. This has been a stream, and it just started. It's been a stream before it was a stream. It's like when you have one of those days and it starts the night before. You're like, it's been one of those days. And you're like, it's actually yesterday. So I tried to find a way that my microphone could, and my AirPods would connect so that y'all could hear me better instead of me sounding like I'm sitting a few inches away, or at least maybe a foot or two away from the camera. Turns out, you can't do that. So I'm going to sound like I'm sitting a foot away or two from the camera for most of this video, unfortunately. Not really much I can do about that. Go sit over here. Yeah, sure, right on the table, right on the part that I don't want you to be on. That's good. Slide 'em right all over the table there. That's great. Whew, big swing for this. My arm's already tired just from carving the pumpkin part, and I'm not even done with it yet. Really need to do a smaller one next time. I think I remembered saying that last year. I do these streams about once a year, but I used to do them on my Facebook and not here because it was just for friends. But like I do actually want to stream more on Facebook and on YouTube, not on Facebook, on YouTube and do more stuff on YouTube. So I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and try it on here for tonight. They changed some rules and stuff. I'm not really sure what they all mean. I think that there's a cap on people that can come in here. But the good news is that I don't know 25 people that'll watch my stream, so I don't think I have to worry about it. It already says I can edit video. Does that mean like while I'm live? Because that would be kind of cool, but also weird. I really shouldn't mess with things while I'm streaming. Very professional of me to start out like this, I can tell. But, sometimes you just have to hold back all of your professionalism and ability to operate as a YouTuber who's been doing it since well, so this channel's not that old, but my actual channel's been around since almost the beginning of YouTube. And I don't use my actual channel because it's associated with me, and it's just for fun. But this is my actual YouTube that I use as a YouTube person. I try not to get my face in the frame, but this time I'm just kind of like, screw it, it's fine. I just realized I don't know how to tell if anyone's watching. If you're watching, say hi. I don't know how to see that. Oh wait, am I frozen? Am I frozen? No, okay. I'm still here. It wasn't just because I had my hand still. I literally wasn't moving, so yeah, I was moving for a second. It was freezing. So okay, there it goes. Now I can see if I hold it down there. So one person's watching now. That's great. That's usually what ends up happening on all my streams. Yeah, I hope everybody had a good Halloween. Turn this around some here. Hope you went out and got some candy maybe, or visited with friends, or went out to a bar or something. Or maybe he's like me, didn't really do much anything. I went out to eat, and they had like the leftovers of trick-or-treating for the kids in the main street of town. So I walked around to get food, because we were going to get food. And I walked around there, and there were people that were still handing out candy. And I was in my costume, because I was like, I bought it just so I could dress up. And someone was like, we'll give you candy. And I was like, I will take candy. So I got me some free candy, just a little bit. I wish there were more places to go do stuff for Halloween dressed up as an adult. Maybe I'm just really bad at finding it. But also right now, I currently live in the middle of nowhere. And there's none of my friends that live out here in the middle of nowhere are watching, I can say that. But yeah, so there's not really much to do out here. I no longer live in my vaulted city. Look, I got it on my finger, it won't get off. Ah. But yeah, so I didn't really have anything to do this Halloween, but I usually don't. So it's kind of like, well, at least this way I was able to, do something. I always like to try and carve a pumpkin each year. It's just become a bit of a tradition at this point. Wish I knew where the pen went. Oh. Any other marker I get, I can't wipe off. The one I had would wipe off. So it was really good for planning on what you were going to carve. But I never make the lines right anyway, so free will it's probably going to be just as good or as bad as it would if I had the pen. So it's fine. off here. I don't want to mess up the top too much, because that's where he's gonna go. I mean, like I said, to be fair, so far, I have never carved my pumpkin and been like, this is what I wanted it to be. I couldn't quite get, like I said, I was trying to get my microphone to work off my earpods so that my AirPods would pick up the audio and it wouldn't sound like this, but I couldn't get that to work. And because of that, I can't really tell if y'all can hear me or not. A lot of issues this stream, but I'm carving a pumpkin anyway, so I might as well do it on stream. I'm sure there's better, way more professional streams that y'all could go to. But if there's not, and you're bored, and you want to share with your friends, tell your friends, come watch this guy that you don't know, that no one watches, that has like no views on his videos, carve a pumpkin. It's great. You can make a lie up and be like, he's very famous. Everyone watches his streams. Everyone watches all of his channel content. He's a popular YouTuber, and he definitely uploads more than once a year. Haven't really watched too many scary movies this year. I usually spend this time watching scary movies. However, most of my time this year I am near Texas, and I'm from Dallas. I've mentioned that before, I think. And I love to go to the State Fair of Texas. So I got me a season pass, visited some friends from when I used to live down there, and went to that most of October. So wasn't really a lot of time for Halloween stuff. Halloween shenanigans. But I enjoyed it. I had fun. I always look forward to going to that, so that's always a plus. I watched Annabelle. No, sorry, I keep saying that. Abigail. I don't plan on ever watching Annabelle. Stupid movie. I watched Abigail, which looked like it'd be funny, and it was. I don't really ever plan on watching Annabelle because it's part of the Conjuring universe, which the fact that it's called the Conjuring universe and not just this is part of the movie that's in that unit that happens, is part of it. I don't really care for The Conjuring because everyone said it was the best scary movie ever, but it's just because it really happened, and so everyone loves it. And like I don't know what I would consider to be the best scary movie ever, but not that movie, just because like even if it were to have really happened, like Hollywood sensationalizes everything. There's no way it would have worked out like that. People would not be as dramatic as they were in it and everything, and that's just a common thread in movies and stuff. And so it's like I don't like when they're like, that's the reason it's the scariest movie ever, because it really happened. Ironically, I do like the Babadook because at first I didn't want to watch it. This is a related tangent, but and I didn't watch it this year. I've watched it previously, but yeah, I didn't think I would like it because everyone was again being like, it's the scariest movie ever because it's about mental health and real life and everything. There's not really a monster. And I'm like, why do I want to watch a scary movie if there's no monster? But what I love about that movie, and the reason that I do like it, is because you can make up your mind whether there's a monster or not. Is that spoilers? Should that be a spoiler alert? I don't know. Spoiler alert, that thing I said. But yeah, it's pretty much where, I don't know, I don't know if that counts as spoilers really. I mean, it's an older film. I hope I didn't just spoil it for anybody. Even if it did, watch the Babadook. You'll see what I mean. And I don't think it will ruin your enjoyment of the movie. But yeah, like I don't like it when people are like, this movie's scary solely because it's real life. It really happened. This is something you can really experience. And it's like, I don't need to be able to experience, like the ghost punching me in the face to know that I don't want a ghost to punch me in the face. So it's like, give me a monster in my movie. Well, I think I got it real good this year. Last year was not done this well. Oh, look, that's gross. Oops. I don't know if you can see it. I gotta wait like 5 minutes for the lag to happen so I can see my own screen. There it is. That's from the I want the tomato. Guts from the tomato. This bright orange giant tomato. I don't think I want tomato sauce made from this. Okay, what do we got left in here? Did I just bump the camera? I bet I did. Let me watch the playback. Yep, there it goes. That's great. That was that thing I knew would happen. I don't know if I can bump it back now. I gotta let me see. Yeah, perfect. That's good. Whatever. Been a great stream. It's going so well. But now, yeah, I recently, I think it was last year actually, I rewatched The Ring, the Japanese version for Halloween, and I still love that movie. It's probably one of my favorite Halloween or scary movies to watch on Halloween. It shows its age a little bit now. I mean, just in terms of the fact that like they'll do something and there'll be like an old computer and you're like, oh, remember technology? And it's, you know, I mean, but it's not like it's super bad or anything. It's just old, and I like that. That's kind of cool too, you know, to have it old and everything. Old stuff is neat too. I saw a thing. I'm gonna be very technical with all my terms during this stream. I saw this thing where pretty much they discuss like the difference in American and I think it was British horror. That's horror, not horror. And basically, the difference is that like in England you have like pubs and stuff that have stood like since the 14th century or something like that, you know, and like 1400s, 14th, something like that, you know. For a very long time, you have like places that have existed in England and still exist to this day that you can go and visit everything, which I hope to one day myself. But I mean, like you have all of that, and then you have like different things. There are different things that are older. It's really hard to talk and do this because I can't multitask. But you have things that are old like that and everything like that are wonderful speech. My voice is working good today. But yeah, so you have all that and everything, and it's super old, and that's like a thing that exists in Britain. But here, over in America, did I just say the America? Yeah, I can really do two things at once, like talk and do this pumpkin. But yeah, here in America, oh, you still can't even see that? I was trying to see if you could see it. It's because I bumped the dang camera. I have to watch myself. That's, okay, yeah, y'all can see that. Anyway, yeah, but here in America, like, instead of, there aren't many things that old. There's almost nothing that old. However, you can like travel for like 9 miles in like one direction in Texas and still be in Texas, and it's like a crazy amount of distance between like a lot of the states and stuff like that, and just even a lot of cities in a lot of states. And like, so the general thing that I read was that Americans find old things scary, and like people in, I guess, like Britain or UK supposedly find things far away scary. And like I said, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't really know, because I definitely know that like things living for like hundreds of years, you know, that is pretty spooky, can be, you know, old buildings and stuff. But I don't really think that makes them any more haunted than a new building. They, you know, I mean, like it doesn't make it any spookier than like a new building. Like if you're like, oh, someone died in this house and so it's haunted. Like it doesn't matter if they died yesterday or 200 years ago. If it's haunted, it's not really going to change. You'll just have a very proper ghost haunting. You'll be like, oh, pip pip cheerio. See, when you only have one viewer, I don't have to worry, which I think is neat. I don't have to worry about offending my British friends because they're not watching this stream. My American friends aren't watching the stream either. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one watching the stream. Hey, it's cool. I'm carving this pumpkin anyway. Might as well live stream it. You can go back later on and watch this in the future and be like, I wonder what it was like in the past. And I wanted to carve a pumpkin, but I didn't get to. So here's the past. I can watch this guy carve it Listen to my neighbors possibly fall and die. I don't know what that was. I'm trying to use this anchor to that, but that ain't gonna work. I need to copy it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's not dangerous. It's not gonna cause a problem. But yeah, so like I don't know if that's true or not. I don't really find older things spooky, and I don't really find a long way spooky either. I mean, I guess it can be kind of like spooky to be considered like in a long way off. I don't really find spooky things spooky the way other people do. So I don't know if like that's just wasted on me. Like, you know, stuff like that is spooky to everyone else, and for me, I'm just like, oh, it ain't spooky. Because I don't know, like TV, films, and games and all that books don't really creep me out. Like spooky stuff doesn't really scare me, but I still enjoy like the aesthetics of it. So like obviously I enjoy spooky stuff. There it went. I knew that would happen. But yeah, I don't know. Just I don't really get scared that often from media. I think I mentioned this probably in another somewhere else, but the thing that does creep me out and spook me is aliens. Anything aliens. And not aliens as in the franchise, but aliens as in like the creatures from outer space. They are what spook me. Because when I was a kid, well, that's really coming up there. That's really a great way to hold this. Sure, I'm glad I did that. Anyway, yeah, as a kid, my dad would watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And as a 3-year-old, that movie was terrifying. And also, my brother grew up during E.T., which I'm sure had a wonderful effect on me. So that also means that movies like Signs are terrifying, though, and I love that, because like I said, I don't really get spooked that often playing games or watching movies or anything. There's just not a lot of spooky stuff that really gets to me and really creeps me out or spooks me or anything. And it's like, you know, it's nice to have stuff, but because of that, I can't really be a good judge with people when they're like, oh, how scary is this? And I'm like, I don't know. None of the movies are scary. They're movies. You get worried for the characters, but not like, oh my gosh. I guess like the only time that I ever had an experience like that I can think of is right when I started living on my own. I watched Paranormal Activity in theaters, and then I had to go and live, or stay being a house. I knew that would happen. I somehow just knew something like that would happen. You know what? I don't need that spoon anymore. It can sit down there until I'm done. Surprised it wanted to hit the camera. I'll never know. Oh well. But yeah, I don't really watch. I don't know what I was saying now. This is a wonderful stream. It all worked out so well. But yeah, I don't really get spooked by scary movies, so I don't really know if something is scary for people or not. Because when I watch it, I'm like, no, it wasn't scary. But other people are always like, oh, it's terrifying. I couldn't sleep for weeks. And I'm like, why not? Let's see here. What I try to do is etch in how I want it to go. Start here. Yeah. Kind of etch in how I want it to look. And then hopefully follow that line, except for coming on. Oh, that's not a problem. I'm not very good at this, even if I did have a pen. So, trying to do this with just like a knife kinda sucks. Already I know it's not going to be even. So it's going to look stupid, but I can't help that. That might look better. Probably not. It's probably terrible. He's probably gonna end up being terrible. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm just not a good judge when people are like, is this spooky? Is it scary? I don't know. I'm not a good judge of any of that kind of stuff. I enjoy spooky, scary things, but they don't creep me out because I'm like, well, it's just a movie, you know, and or it's just a game, or it's just, you know, someone, well, mess that up. It's just, you know, someone else. It's not me because they don't exist. They're movie characters. Yeah, see, y'all can't see this, but this is, maybe I can show you. So this is the line I was going for. This is the line I made. And marker or not, it always would have ended up that way. So there's no point in worrying about not having marker because I just suck at making pumpkins. My name is Slack-o-lantern, and I am terrible at making jack-o'-lanterns. Oh well. I'm so glad the knife bent like that. Oh yeah. See, I had planned on his eye being, what if I just still fix that? I wanted his eye to be bigger. Not like that. Oh, I just stabbed him in the face. He's got a pimple now. Oh, he's got 2 pimples now. This is going well. This always goes well every year too. That's the fun part. Some people talk about their skills as if practicing or doing them repetitively increases their ability to do said skill. No, mine get worse. It's really fun to watch the degradation of my ability to do anything. And keep in mind, this is just the first eye. He's got another eye I'm going to have to carve somehow. And I haven't done his mouth yet either. So it's going to look wonderful. I apparently did not go far enough to actually get this to come out right. Let's see here. Let's see, roll out. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I'm fairly terrible at this. Finally, one eye gone. I always like to watch those people that do like the really cool ones. So they've got like, maybe I should start from here and go up so that I can kind of make it somewhat what I want. Yeah, I like the ones that the people that can do like a really good job of doing this. And you like see their pumpkins and you're like, wow, that's so cool. They made the Death Star, and you know, or it's got my grandmother's face on it, or however they do stuff like that. You know, and you're like, that's so impressive. They didn't even know my grandmother. And it's like, you know, it's really cool looking. I can't do that. This should be good evidence that I can't do that. I have a line. Remember, I etched the line. Remember when I etched the line? And remember how I thought going up would make it so that the line was better? It's not. It didn't work. I can't make it go up now, so he's going to have weirdly positioned eyes compared to the rest of them. Like compared to the other one. The rest of them is going to have more than 2. Yeah, so it looks terrible. You can't tell it right now, but well, maybe you can if you're looking at it. But yeah, it's pretty bad. And that's just how I do my jack-o'-lanterns. Bad. I have a friend who like can draw really, really good, and he can do great drawing stuff. And I'm always jealous of his ability to do that because like his jack-o'-lantern, and he did one time with me, looked great. Well, it kind of works. So the eyes do work, I guess. Trying to see if you can see a little bit better. Turn it some more. Yeah, so it kind of works. So right now, I gotta do the mouth, and that's gonna be the hard part, because I'm never good at that. Yeah, I am never good at doing the mouth. I say as if I'm good at doing the eyes. You should see there's like a slice there that don't look quite right, and that kind of bug me. I don't know if I can fix it. Nope, I made it worse. We'll do that. There. Now he's got 2 of them. Symmetrically bad. guess there's no really point in trying to draw out where I want his mouth. Because his mouth is fine, you know, and people's mouths are off centered and stuff like that. It's not always going to look the same. He doesn't need actual teeth. He's a jack-o'-lantern. Terrible jack-o'-lantern, because I've got no but a jack-o'-lantern nonetheless. I've got a drink here. I'm gonna take a drink. Oh, hey, look. It's the sticker. Anyway, that is a sticker. The sticker that came when you buy it, you know, from Walmart. That's cool. Ah, that's good. That worked out well. Doing this is always the hardest part. And I'm so bad at it. It doesn't really matter, I suppose, if I'm doing a good job, because I'm not. But it's okay if he's got like a bit of a wide grin. He's a jack-o'-lantern. Mouths can be funky. And make his eyes really bad doesn't mean it matters as much if the rest of him is terrible. Whew. Well, I'm not very good at this. I imagine that there's tools besides the ones that I got at the that you can get at Walmart, you know, that would make this so much easier. I've never been. I've used the ones that you can get at Walmart, like the cheap ones, and I've never really found them much easier than this. They bend and stuff too. Don't really seem to work all that well. I don't know. Maybe there's better ones, but I don't know what they are. Wanted that to happen. That was intentional and not a mistake. I guess I could just do this though. Kind of keep it going on the same line. I don't know. Probably gonna look terrible. Whatever. I do need to go into the top over here. So bad at this. I have never been very good at art, and pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns are not really much different. For one, I love how I'm pushing it further away from me as I go. That really helps make me do a good job. But yeah, I don't know. I've just never really been super good at it. I've tried 2 or 3 times to be good at art, and I'm not really. I'm not that candid. You couldn't tell. What you would think would like make this a really bad jack-o'-lantern, but no, I have already made this a really bad jack-o'-lantern. Doesn't really matter which hand I carve with now. Oh, cool. I really like it when I stab them in the wrong spots. So like I said, I do the same jack-o'-lantern every year. And the reason why is because I lack the ability to do the jack-o'-lantern that I want to do. So I'm hoping that one day I'll get it right. Instead, each time it looks different, but bad in a different way. Each time you think, oh, it'll probably be better this time. He's going to get it done right. It's going to look great. No, it's terrible. But it's a different type of terrible, and that's great. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this right. I should get it out. So I can get it down in there everywhere. But see, that's why I'm live streaming. You can watch me do a terrible job at carving a pumpkin, and you don't really gotta worry about it. You can be like, oh, I could do better, and not only are you right, but you don't have to prove it. You just, you are right. You could do a better job than me. So really, I'm doing a service. Hold on, where did that happen? Love pushing it slowly away and into things. It's really fun. But yeah, I hope to one day actually make the jack-o'-lantern look the way I want it to. Before you could be like, and like I said, you might be like, oh, well, if you had the pen, if you had gotten the pen, it would have been better. You would have been able to do it. But that's the neat part. No, it wouldn't have. Because I've done it with the pen before. That's what she said. And it did not look any better. But I still carve one each year. And I usually stream it because I'm like, hey, someone else might want to carve a pumpkin but can't. And this allows them to experience the joy that I'm totally having and have been experiencing this whole time. You've all been witness to it. You've all seen the joy. You can't deny it now. Oh yeah, y'all might notice it's music free if you've made it this far, which, again, I've been the only person watching me this entire time. I expected that. But, there are people that might come back and rewatch the stream, who knows? But yeah, you might have noticed there's no music. Well, the reason for that is because Lo-Fi Girl changed how you can do their music. You have to ask for permission, basically, which is, it's legal, it's what you're doing and everything. However, I didn't know that until a little bit before the stream, and so I didn't have enough time to like call them, or not call them, I'm gonna call them up, I know who they are. No, to fill out on their website to have a form, and I didn't have enough time to go on the website and find, and once I found, because I didn't know about it, once I found the form, there wasn't enough time for me to go and be like, hey, can I stream my carving a pumpkin with this music, because it just wasn't enough time for it. So I was like, well, that's fine. No stream or no music for this stream. But again, it's fine. There we go. Mostly now it's just going to be the cleanup. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so bad. It's exactly what I didn't want it to look like. Its eyes are messed up, which that always bugs me. I can see where I wanted to cut it and I didn't. Again, if I had the pen, it would have been the same. It would have been a marker. I would have completely missed. Whatever. This is just you went fine. I'm getting a drink in my drink. I don't think anyone, the few people that started watching, they're gone now. It's fine. Get this cleaned up some here. I'll let this spoon though. But yeah, in terms of scary movies that I do like to kind of wrap things up here, as I'm wrapping things up here. I love The Ring, probably one of my, well, the Japanese version, Ringu. The American version is actually really good too, and that was actually the original one that I watched because, I mean, of course it was back then. But I actually really like the Japanese version better. Sadako is much scarier than Samara to me, because Samara is like basically just, oh, it's a kid, so it's creepy. Where Sadako is like, I think at the time, like that she's doing her ring thing, she's actually like a grown adult character-wise. And I don't know, it's spookier somehow than like, oh, this person's spooky because they're a kid. Kids can't help being spooky if they are. Kids can't help being like that. It's not scary, they're just being kids. And you're just an asshole. No, I don't really know that. But I love The Ring, that one's good. The Japanese Grudge movies are very good. I saw the American Grudge movie, again, how I started out with that franchise, and didn't like it. I thought it was a bit cliched, boring, all the scares were telegraphed and everything. But then I watched the Japanese version and I really, really liked it. I thought that was the opposite, like that it was well done, it was original, it did a good job of keeping like the spooks interesting and dealing with the interesting part of like there being a grudge and everything like that. What if I can cut this out? But I can just mess it up. That's what's gonna happen, so I'll just mess it up. Actually, huh, that's not too bad. I'll wait for it to show it so I can look at it through the camera as well, make sure y'all can see it. So, yeah, look, it made it more even. Now I only slightly hate it as much as I did before. But yeah, I like The Grudge. It was really good. I liked the way they did that. I did watch last Halloween the Oxhead. Well, no, that's not even right. The Village trilogy, I guess you would call it, where it was Suicide Forest Village, Oxhead Village, and Dog something Village or something like that. I think. And it was played with the same guy who made The Grudge. It was like, but it was new. It was like it had been made like I think like 2 years ago. Like they all been made. They were okay. They were weird because they had like continuity sharing, so like there were characters that were in all three of them, like side characters, but some of them died 3 different ways, and I don't know, it just like, it was neat, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best scary stuff ever, because it was just like kind of generic-ish J-horror, I guess. Like I said, not bad, but it wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't as good. I've seen a lot of J-horror. I'm a big fan of that. I watched Dark Water. That movie's very sad and not spooky to me, but I like it. And then I watched Pulse, which is just absolutely depressing. I think it's called Quiet End or something like that. I don't know. I'm probably butchering that, but it is absolutely sad and not a spooky movie to me at all. But I did watch it. I've seen that. I didn't used to like the Freddy and Jason movies, but I went back and rewatched them a while back, and the originals, I just watched it the first time really, and I can see why the originals, well, I see how it became a series. The originals were really good. Some of the sequels, not so much. I know they were going to have a movie series that was going to be Michael Myers, Pinhead, Jason and Freddy fighting each other. There's going to be a sequel to Jason versus Freddy, and I'm like, how is Michael Myers going to survive any of that? He's just some guy, and they all have superpowers. Tighten it up a little bit here now. But yeah, I mean, I still enjoy scary movies, even sometimes when they're bad. I did watch recently here. I watched speaking of liking horror, I watched The Grudge versus The Ring, which is Sadako versus Kayako. Never ever watched that. Even if you like the movies, if you don't like the movies, it is horrible. It's got goofy, like, characters that were like straight out of the 70s, it felt like, super campy, super ridiculous. They get the lore wrong in both of them, which makes no sense. Like there was no like the tape now kills you in like 2 days instead of 7, and there's only Kayako in the house. The rest of the family I don't think is there from what I can remember. It was just really bad. They messed up the lore in both movies, and it was just boring and not very good. It was super, super stupid and goofy. And I hate campy horror, especially. I guess if you like campy horror, it's good, but like it is just a detriment compared to the other 2 films in that series. It was so bad. I was so let down by it. Still a bit slimy. I gotta figure out. There we go. How that puzzle piece fits. So all in all, not good, but not bad. I'm happy-ish with the way that it turned out. I guess the teeth actually came out pretty good. I kind of want to give him like a vampire look in a way, and it looks like he has top teeth but no bottom teeth. But you know, I mean, hey, it works. He looks kind of like a vampire. All in all, I'm happy with it. Other movies, forgive me if I just don't think. Other movies are Final Destination is good. It's cliche, I know. So was Grave Encounters. I love found footage horror. That was really good. The sequel kind of sucked, but the first one was good. I can't remember what else now that I like found footage horror. There's a bunch of them I've seen. I've seen so many that I like. I like them. A lot of them YouTube I would watch. But yeah, this guy turned out pretty good actually. I'm a little more happy with the way that he became compared to what I thought he was gonna look like. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty good. I've got candles in the thing there, so I'm gonna have to go out and put those up. And I'll take a photo, make that the thumbnail. But let's see how it looks from that side. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite. It's not my best. It's got an overbite. It's got problems. But it's not my worst. I've made far worse jack-o'-lanterns. It's terrible, but in different ways than my others were terrible. Like I said, that's how my skills improve. I don't get better at things. I get better at being terrible. Things get more and more or terrible, but in different ways. But yeah, I've been playing Silent Hill 2. I'm going to go and play that some probably tonight and enjoy Halloween. Maybe I'll watch the old Universal monster films are interesting. They're kind of fun to watch. And they're on Amazon. I might watch that or something. But yeah, that's my pumpkin. And even Will every time I think it's Will-O-Wisp. So this is Will-O-Wisp, the pumpkin. Oh, I can see my fingers when I do that. Oh, I couldn't see it before. And then you can see it back here on the screen, so you can see it. But anyway, thanks me for watching me. I enjoyed it. I appreciate me watching. Make sure I tune back into myself later. Thank you, me. I'd like to do a shout out to me. This video is sponsored by me. Make sure to check me out and me. Just make sure to subscribe and ring the bell because you're probably not going to get another content like this for an entire year. And I like doing this because I can see myself do it in the video. No one's watching. It doesn't matter. This is when I get my controversies out of the way. I got to get my YouTube controversies all done in this one video because no one's watching. So that's how I'll get them all out of the way. No one will know about it. But that's pretty much the video. I have to get up to turn off the video because I'm very high tech here. So, good job. Thank y'all for watching. No one watched, but thank you for not watching. I hope y'all had a good time. This thing took me about 30 minutes. It said started streaming 26 minutes ago. That's a lot better. Last time it was like an hour, 2 hours long. I think I want to say it was 2 hours long. It's not too bad. I'll take an hour and 36 minutes. But happy Halloween, everyone. Farewell. I've got an enormous mess to clean up, but first I have to turn off the camera. But thank y'all for watching. Make sure to, have a good Halloween. Maybe tune in again, watch again or something. But, see, it says I started streaming 26 minutes ago, but it says I've been live for an hour on here. So, that's weird. I don't know. So, yeah, however long I've been broadcasting, congratulations, I've made a video. But yeah, hope y'all have a great Halloween. I hope you have fun, stay safe, enjoy your candy. Check it for P. Diddy. He might be in it right now. I've seen several memes about that. But yeah, hopefully everyone is enjoying their Halloween, and we'll continue. I'm actually just trying to figure out how to end this. I've only live streamed like twice. Well, I could start a poll. That would be fun, but I don't have that. It's too late. No one's watching anyway. Well, thanks y'all for looking at this in the future, I guess. This is me from the past. If you've watched this. I appreciate it. Happy Halloween. What other effects can I do? What's that? Lighting? Whoa, I can turn the light on. Look at that. That's cool. No one's watching. I can screw around and figure out what all this does. What does this do? Highlight saved to your channel as unlisted video up to last 5 minutes of your stream. Oh, I don't want to. I didn't want to do that. That is cool though. I can make a short. Okay, I'm gonna make it short. I'm gonna do that. I'll list it later on. I'm gonna do it again. Ready? All right. Thanks, guys, so much for watching my channel. You definitely watched me do this. I was not streaming just to myself here. It was great. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I think that's 5 minutes. Yeah, way to go. Oh, it needs at least 1 minute of video. That wasn't a minute of video. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't care that much. What does this do? Oh, that's the chat. How do I make it go away now? Oh, I can, wait, blush, beam. Oh, I can change the colors. Look at all this stuff I can do. Man, when no one watches my channel, like, man, I can just screw around with the live stream as much as I want. How do I make the settings? No, I don't want to, no filter. How do I make the settings come back? There was stuff on the side. It's gone now. I don't know how to, it was over here. It's gone now. I don't know how to make it come back. Huh. Oh well. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna figure out how to end this now. But yeah, happy Halloween.